Who was Inanna and why was she so important? In the ancient Sumerian pantheon, Inanna held a position of great significance. She was a goddess of many aspects: love, beauty, sex, desire, fertility, war, justice, and political power. This unique duality set her apart. She was both the embodiment of romantic love and the fierce warrior in the battlefield, a blend of gentleness and strength. Inanna was not just a figure of worship but also a symbol of the inherent contradictions that make us human. She was adored, revered, and feared all at once. Her influence was so profound that it transcended the boundaries of Sumer, permeating into other cultures and civilizations. And yet, her story is not just about her divine powers. It's about her love, her loss, and her thirst for vengeance. Inanna's story is a tale of power, love, and vengeance, steeped in the rich history of Sumerian culture. Inanna was not just a goddess, she was also a lover. Her heart belonged to Dumuzi, a striking Anunnaki of immense beauty and allure. It was a love that sparked instantly, perhaps driven by their mutual propensity for passion that often superseded their understanding. The extraordinary beauty of Inanna, the goddess of love and war, was mirrored in Dumuzi, creating a love affair that was as intense as it was beautiful. They were inseparable, their bond stronger with each passing day and night. Their love was not just limited to their private moments. Together, they navigated the intricate games of Enlil, sometimes out of childlike amusement, sometimes out of obligation. Their actions, often outrageous towards humans, giants, and Cro-Magnons, were a testament to their shared sense of superiority. But their actions were not without consequences. Marduk, Dumuzi's elder brother, was greatly discomforted by their antics, leading him to order Dumuzi's detention. Fate, however, had a cruel twist in store. While fleeing from the impending arrest, Dumuzi met with a tragic boat accident that left his body in pieces. The news of his demise hit Inanna like a lightning bolt. Her first instinct was to use her powers to resurrect him. She managed to recover most of his body, except for his genitals, which were lost to the depths of the sea. Undeterred, Inanna sent Dumuzi to her grandfather Anu in Ibir, with the hope of gifting him new genitals. Her love for Dumuzi was so overwhelming that she was ready to go to any lengths to keep their relationship alive. This was a side of Inanna that was deeply human, a side that starkly contrasted with her divine stature. But Inanna's story doesn't end with her attempt to resurrect Dumuzi. She was a goddess of war after all. Her love for Dumuzi fueled a thirst for revenge against Marduk, whom she blamed for Dumuzi's death. This desire for vengeance added another layer to her complex character, a layer that we will delve deeper into in the next scene. In her love for Dumuzi, we see a side of Inanna that is deeply human, highlighting the complexity of her character. Inanna was not only a goddess of love, but also a goddess of war. Love and war, two sides of the same coin, were embodied in her, and she wasn't afraid to use both. When Dumuzi, her beloved, met an untimely end, Inanna's heart was shattered into a million pieces. Her love, once a soothing balm, turned into a seething cauldron of rage and vengeance. The object of her wrath? Marduk, the one she held responsible for Dumuzi's demise. It mattered little to her that Marduk was not directly guilty. In her mind, he had set the wheels in motion, and for that he had to pay. Inanna, the goddess of war, was now on a warpath. Her anger, fueled by her love for Dumuzi, knew no bounds. It was an inferno that wouldn't be extinguished until justice was served. She was a force to be reckoned with, and her fury was a storm that threatened to engulf everything in its path. She set out on her quest for revenge, undeterred by the potential consequences of her actions. The gravity of her mission was palpable, as she prepared to capture the unsuspecting Marduk. Her strategy was as cunning as it was ruthless. She orchestrated an unexpected ambush, catching Marduk off guard. The mighty god who thought himself untouchable was captured by Inanna's armed servants. Her vengeance was not just swift, but also terrifying. She had Marduk imprisoned inside an enormous pyramid, symbolizing her triumph over him. This act was not only a testament to her formidable power, but also an eerie reminder of her unyielding wrath. But Inanna's vengeance did not stop at Marduk's capture. She wanted to make him feel the pain that she had felt. She wanted him to understand the depth of her loss, and so she subjected him to a fate worse than death, a fate designed to inflict maximum humiliation and suffering. Inanna's story is a testament to the power of love and the destructive force of vengeance. It reminds us of the complex nature of the divine and the timeless allure of ancient mythologies.